Hey, what's going on everyone? Echo here, and today I'm so excited I get to bring to you Doom Eternal and my first impressions on this game. Now, I loved Doom 2016 so much. Now, that might skew the impression I give off, and you might think I'm some sort of shill or anything like that, but I always base a game on the game, not anything prior. Some things suck as a sequel. Does this one? I want to say already right off the bat no, and this is why. And let's get into my first impressions on Doom Eternal. Now, if you don't know how my first impressions work, I go through certain categories. I talk about the feel, the movement ping optimization, picking up a master, is it easy to download, and how long does it take for you to become a master level player in the game. Who's this game for, competitive, casual, or hardcore, and is this game fun, because that's what a game's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun, guys. Now, as you know, I don't do high quality. I don't really do high quality editing. Instead, I like to just hop on the mic and give you my first impressions. Raw. I like to do it raw. But what is Doom Eternal? So, Doom Eternal is a first-person shooter developed by id Software, published by Bethesda Softworks. It runs on the ID's Tech 7 engine. The composer, my God, Mick Gordon, you make some of the best music I have ever heard in a video game. Let's get that hands down. Doom 2016, probably one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. And, bro, good job on this one as well. That's all I have to say about that. And this ain't just a normal first-person shooter. It's very fast-paced and what I like to call a flick shot shooter. It takes quick reactions and you have to move around, and it's really just fast. It's like the Sonic the Hedgehog of first-person shooters. You gotta go fast. So let's talk about the feel. Movement. By the way, I want to say this right now. This is my new gold standard on movement. I felt in control of the Doomslayer at all times. If I made a mistake and I died, it was my fault because I didn't move correctly. It was never really the game's fault. I never got screwed. This game is very fair in its movement, and like I said, a new gold standard for whenever I do a first impressions on a video game. It's got to be able to feel like Doom Eternal. Sorry, but that's the way it's going to be. Now let's talk about the ping and optimization. Well, I've been playing primarily the first, the single player version, and really, I don't really care what the ping is because the optimization on just the single player alone is phenomenal. It is great. I have really great frames per second, capping out that 144. This game is so polished. I want every game to be as polished as this going forward. I have to say that. Oh, so great. Now, I have not tried any of the multiplayer. This is just a first impressions, but I think I might actually do a full-on review of this game once I complete it. I've gotten pretty decent into the single player, and I've been playing on the Nightmare difficulty, or ultra violent. It's the one right before the hardest you can go, and that's where I feel it's great for me. And let's talk about that in the pick up and master, which we're getting into right now. Is this game easy to pick up and master? Well, you can pick up the game straight off the Bethesda website, their engine, or you can get it on Steam. Preferably, get it on Steam. Now, this game forces you to be a master. You're not going to get past certain milestones unless you know what you're doing, and it forces you to, it pushes you really into the combat. Now, there isn't much for tutorials, but they give you little tips and hints and even little tiny clips of videos on how your abilities work and how your equipment works, certain weak points and stuff like that. And that tutorial alone is probably the best I've seen integrated in a video game. Instead of it starting off with a whole list of tutorials to where you get bored about first 30 minutes into a game because you're trying to figure out how it works, this one forces you into the combat and explains as you go, with little tiny just tips, and just tells you these are weak spots, good luck, have fun. This game is so good. I can't stop praising it. And when it comes to difficulty, like I said, I'm playing on the highest. I do not know how easy it is when it comes to the lower difficulties. It's just straight up amazing. That's all I gotta say about that. Who's this game for? I don't know who it's not for. If you like first-person shooters, this is for you. If you like those Quake kind of games, this is for you. If you like Overwatch. Now, I say Overwatch, and people are going to be like, Overwatch? Why would you think of this game as Overwatch? Well, with how the equipment works and how specific guns work, I feel like I'm different classes in Overwatch. I like to play the Tracer spec, as I would like to refer to it as. I like to be able to zip around the map with my dashes and, just quick movement. And that's how I kind of customize my character. And you can customize with runes. You can customize your weapons. You can customize your attachments and just sort it all out the way you want to play. And my God, the customization that you can get into with this is phenomenal. What is your playstyle? You can do it. This game is for everybody. I can see people speedrunning this for the more competitive side. I can see the casual player just hopping on, trying to get through just one mission and be able to just log out after that. Or not log out, but turn off the game. And for the hardcore, if you just want to try to bash it and go through the highest difficulties, you could do that. This game is for everyone, and I recommend it to everybody. Now, the puzzles got me. That's where I started finding my difficulty was in the puzzles, figuring out all these little intricacies that I need to do. Do I need to punch this? Do I need to go down this elevator? Do I need to dash through here? What about these secrets? By the way, there's secrets littered throughout this entire game. And you can sit there and you can explore and find, all the secrets and how to get to them and trick your way around the game. And it's phenomenal. And let's talk about the little secrets themselves. They're adorable. I love the little icons and just amazingness that they threw in there. Also, the Doom, the Tower of Doom, or whatever you call it, your little fortress, the things, all your little collectibles, which, by the way, they need to become plushies because, damn, they're awesome. I actually look at them like, oh, I would love that to have that on a shelf. Amazing! Also, there's so many little tiny Easter eggs inside that Doom Palace. Just look around. Look at the little collections that you can see there. Start reading all the books, covers. I did it. It was phenomenally funny. How many different things are on there, and you could just start naming them off in your head. And you could tell there's already going to be a top 10 Easter eggs with the whole list of things in there with the Commander Keen and the books. How to kill a demon instead of how to kill a mockingbird. It's funny. Is this game fun? I've never had as much fun in almost 10 years, and I'm glad this game exists. I highly recommend it to anybody. I know this review is coming, but this first impressions, it left a hell of a one. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys rip and tear through this game. Oh my God. I have not loved the game this much. And I highly recommend it. I really do. I think you should at least play this game. Now, that's it for me and my first impressions. This is hands down a 10 out of 10 game for me. I have not played a funner game. And it's my new gold standard. Thank you, id, or ID Software, whatever. But you made a game that I'm proud to be a gamer to play. Y'all have a good one. Make sure to follow on my Twitters and hit the subscribe and do all the things. If you guys want to donate and help throughout these little crises, link in the description. You could just donate $1 or whatever, and it'll help me out. So, y'all have a good one. I'm going to try to get a review. I'm going to go through this game through different difficulties, and I will present to you a review on what the difficulties and just everything. Oh my God, I'm so hyped. I know this sounds so unprofessional, and I'm just hyped. Oh, I just got off hours of adrenaline, and it was that great gameplay. I felt mentally exhausted when I was finished. Y'all have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.